everyone, I'm Sheila and welcome to Variety Varnish. Today I'm doing video number 3 of this 3-part series that I'm doing on my nail polish picks for the 2019 H&M limited edition summer collection. So for the first video, I showed you finger swatches of all these 7 polishes that I picked up, and I will link that down below if you haven't watched that. Please feel free. And then the second video, I did the first part of these color comparisons, and I did my 3 picks for their regular line, and this is the one with the white caps. So now for this third video, I will be comparing the Gel Studio line, and these are the ones with the black caps, to some other polishes in my collection that have similar colors or belong to the same color family. So just as in video number 2, how I'm going to be doing my comparison video is I will be showing you 2 or 3 other polishes in my collection that resembles a certain polish the closest, and I will be doing bottle comparisons as well as swatch sticks comparisons. So that's that, and we're gonna get started. And we're gonna start with Sizzling, which is one of my favorite polishes in this collection. I totally thought that this was like super unique, but again, I have an exact dupe for this polish in my collection, and I'm gonna show you the bottle comparison. This is KL Polishes Aries. They are the same exact color. Now in the bottle, Aries comes out as a little bit more red. It's a little bit richer. This looks like it has a little bit more white in it, but on the swatch stick, they are literally similar, which I will show you in a few minutes. And then the other comparison that I wanted to show you was China Glaze's Sunset Seeker. So again, this looks a lot richer and redder than H&M's Sizzling, and it actually is a lot richer and redder also on the swatch stick. This does dry matte, so, and I didn't know that when I purchased it, so I'm really excited about that, given that all these like sort of like super bright matte polishes are on trend this summer. So, and I've had this for a long time. It's one of my untrieds, so I'm super excited to pull it out this summer. So these are the 3 polishes that I'm comparing, or the 2 polishes that I'm comparing with H&M's Sizzling, and I will show you the swatch sticks in just a sec. So here's a swatch stick of H&M's Sizzling, that beautiful orange toned red that's very fiery. And I'm gonna bring in KL Polishes Aries. Like every time I want to bring it in, I just want to say ta-da! Same color, folks. So if you, I think H&M Sizzling is still available in the H&M website. KL Polish is still also available, although they are kind of closing up shop, but Aries, I believe, is still available on a massive discount too, since they're, you know, closing. So either one is a great choice. I would say formula-wise, they're very similar. Both great formulas, so you can't really go wrong. The only thing that I could probably suggest, if you know, being cruelty-free and vegan is important to you, I would go with the KL Polish option. I'm not really sure what H&M's, you know, stance is on that regard. So, and then I'm gonna bring in China Glaze's Sunset Seeker. So then now you can see this is really definitely more red, and I'm not sure, actually, you know what, maybe I will put in a top coat, a glossy top coat on this to see if this might actually compare better to H&M Sizzling and KL Polishes Aries if we have a glossy top coat. So I'll be back with that in a few minutes. So now I'm going to bring in China Glaze's Sunset Seeker with a glossy top coat. It's still a little bit redder and a little bit richer. I actually like this one, this color, with a glossy top coat on that. I mean, it's gorgeous. Very similar still. I would probably say 80%. I mean, if you are looking into the same color family but not an exact dupe, China Glaze's Sunset Seeker is definitely a good option. If you really want more of a dupe for H&M Sizzling. On the reverse, if you want a dupe for Aries, then these two are definitely, like, I would probably say 99% the same. Right, and so that's my comparison for H&M's Sizzling. So next up, I have Brighten Up, and this is one of their Gel Studio polishes as well, and it's just a straight up bright yellow, or actually H&M describes it as neon yellow. I don't think it's a neon yellow at all. It's definitely bright, but it's not, it's nowhere near neon. And I have, this is probably the polish that I have the most similar colors of. Also because I have tons of yellows, like more than a life's worth of yellow polishes. But I picked the two closest to this color, and I have Society with Have You Seen My Wellies. This is an indie brand, and I love this indie brand. I'm gonna do a bottle shot, or a bottle comparison. So in the bottle, Have You Seen My Wellies appears a lot yellow and a lot brighter than Brighten Up, but that's also probably because I used up a good amount of this polish and it's kind of, you know, all pooled to the bottom. The other comparison I have, which I probably need to shake a little bit, is the original formula of Sally Hansen's Mellow Yellow. Sally Hansen's Xtreme Wear Mellow Yellow. So if you are a nail polish fanatic, you know that this Mellow Yellow has been discontinued and it has been replaced by a new formula that's not necessarily like worse, but it's definitely more mustard. So this is the old Mellow Yellow formula. You can still pretty much get this at the stash sites, eBay, and stuff like that. I think it's a beautiful formula considering, you know, it's a yellow and it's one of the first, you know, real yellows out there. Another option that I did not compare because it's a little bit more milkier and a little bit more sheer is Essie's Avant Garment. As you can see, I'm gonna move this over. I just wanted to show you this because Mellow Yellow is not available, but Avant Garment is actually also close to Brighten Up. So, I mean, you know, these are polishes, especially Essie's Avant Garment, these are polishes that are available in the mainstream right now. So, I mean, if you're familiar with this, then you'll know where this one sits in the grand scheme of color schemes. Yeah, so these are the comparisons. So here's the swatch stick for H&M's Brighten Up, and I'm gonna bring in Society Wit's Have You Seen My Wellies? So there it is. As you can see, they're literally pretty much in the same color family, except I would probably say Society Wit has a tad bit more white to it. So it almost looks like H&M looks a little bit more kind of like translucent, but Society Wit definitely has a lot more white to it that makes it a little bit more opaque looking. Now I'm gonna bring in Sally Hansen's Mellow Yellow, and as you can see, that's a little bit closer to Brighten Up. Still has just a drop more white. This is like, again, this looks almost like translucent. I don't know if you know what I mean. If I'm gonna take out Sally Hansen's Mellow Yellow and I'm gonna bring in Avant Garment from Essie, now you can really see like why I didn't even bring this as a true comparison, because this is super milky, like super milky. Even milkier than Society Wit's Have You Seen My Wellies? So those are the comparisons I have for H&M's Brighten Up. Second to the last polish, and we are now into the blues, and this is H&M's Cool to Be Kind. This is one of those blues where I wasn't really super like excited about, because I'm like, oh yeah, whatever, it's a blue. It's actually the most unique blue that I picked up among all these H&M polishes. So I'm pretty surprised with that. As a matter of fact, I couldn't really find a true dupe to this in my collection. So I'm going to show you some bottle comparisons. So I have, again, Society Wit's Acetique Island, which is a beautiful, gorgeous, I love this blue. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like sort of muted. It sort of has a tint of gray in it, which I never really thought Cool to Be Kind had, but apparently it does now because, I mean, look at these two bottles. Pretty similar in my opinion. So that is Society Wit's Acetique Island. And then I'm going to bring in another comparison which I thought looked similar, but I guess not, now that I'm actually comparing it side by side. And this is OPI's Can't Find My Checkbook. This is a little bit more green leaning compared to this. I mean, this is a true blue, like a not even sky blue, a true baby blue, I would say. And this is almost like a teal type of color. So I mean, again, this is the closest I have, not really similar. I'm going to show you the swatch sticks and you'll see that they're not similar. So it's pretty unique and I'm actually really happy that I have this in my collection. So I'm going to show you the swatch sticks in a bit. So this is a swatch stick for H&M's Cool to Be Kind. I'm going to bring in Society Wit's Acetique Island. And as you can see, Cool to Be Kind is a little bit brighter. These are completely different blues. This is very kind of muted, grayed out sort of blue. So this makes it very unique in my collection, which I'm so happy about. I'm probably sure you can find like 10 million other blues that are similar to this color. It's just not in my collection. So I don't know, maybe you have a Zoya. Zoya is notorious for their beautiful blues, so I'm not sure really about that, but it's super unique to me, which I'm happy about. And this is right here, OPI's Can't Find My Checkbook. And then you'll see like it's super different. Like, why am I even comparing this? But they're in the same color family. I just wanted to show you like, you know, where this little guy stands. And that's my comparison for H&M's Cool to Be Kind. And then the next one I have, which is actually the last polish that I'm comparing tonight, is H&M's Lookout Point. Now, somebody just pointed out to me that this may actually be more an indigo blue than a cobalt blue. Well, now I'm like thinking it may be more of like a blurple based on the comparisons I have. It speaks to just how unique this polish is in my collection that I can't even really like pinpoint the exact color of it. The first one that I'm gonna bring in is, you know, a familiar one in my channel because I featured it in one of my videos, and this is Essie's Chills and Thrills. If you look at the bottle, they're kind of like in the same color family. They're both honestly looking blurple to me. H&M is just a tad bit darker, a little bit more richer than Chills and Thrills. And then the second polish I'm going to bring in is another Essie, and it's a Butler Please. And as you can see, this is definitely more kind of like a cobalt blue comparison to Lookout Point. And so these are the two closest polishes that I have for Lookout Point, and I'm going to show you the swatch sticks in a bit. So this is my swatch stick for H&M's Lookout Point, and I'm going to be bringing in Essie's Chills and Thrills. And as you can see, they're similar, like kind of like what I said when I did the bottle comparison. Essie's Chills and Thrills is a little bit more, I don't know, lighter. It has a little bit more white in it than H&M's Lookout Point. This is definitely a little bit richer, but definitely the same color family. I would say they're both blurples or indigo blues, or, you know, now that I'm really looking at it, it doesn't look cobalt. But anyway, so I'm going to bring in Essie's Butler Please, and that is a cobalt. Although now they're looking super similar. Color family wise, if you have any of these Essies, I guess you can pass on H&M's Lookout Point. If you're a true blue lover and you have to have these nuanced blues in your collection, then I would go for it. But I mean, I guess if you have these two, then you're definitely, I don't think, missing out a lot on H&M's Lookout Point. So that's it, you guys. That wraps up my series on the 2019 H&M limited edition summer collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this whole playlist. I do hope that you will watch all three videos in this series. I will be posting all these color comparisons on my Instagram account, and that is @varietyvarnish. I hope you follow me there. All the finger swatches of the polishes are already in there if you haven't seen it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Feel free to share your thoughts on the comment section down below. And as always, thank you so much for spending some time with me to chat about everything and anything nail polish. And I hope that if you haven't already, you will consider subscribing to my channel. If you do, please hit the bell button so you can be notified every time I post new content. As always, again, thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Have a great day. Bye.